Will do. Well, welcome back, you guys. It's been a while. I'm just here at one of my job sites. We're getting a new deep freeze in, but the top here is just brutal. There's rust spots all over it. And I cleaned it all up, primed it, and just gonna spray paint it for now until the new freezer comes in. It's gonna be about 4 weeks, so that means this one's gonna have to sit in here for about a week when the kitchen starts up, and then I'll just have to switch it out when it comes in. So, but I just wanted to freshen it up and make it look better than what it is. That's for sure. That's pretty bad. Push it back into place here later, and I got about another week in here before I'm done. So it's gonna be a lot better in here than what it was. That's for sure. It was getting pretty dingy in here. So some people came in here and painted before me, who knows how many years ago, and basically you could tell they just, they ran over everything, they didn't wash the walls. So we TSP'd all the walls, washed everything down twice, used a really quality primer, and then of course we're hitting it with the quality paint. And I've got a week in here, this will be all freshed up. Nice and fresh in here. So we got a few things coming. I gotta hang some stainless steel shelves and a bunch of other stuff. But anyway, I got some boxes in for trapping, and I thought I'd take you guys along. I'm gonna head over there now, and I'm gonna get all the stuff out, put it on the counter, and I'll share it with you. It's just the final pieces I need for the start of the new season, because we're gonna do a lot more trapping. We'll talk about that when we get there, though. So let's head over. We'll go for a little spin around town here, see what's happening at the Hudson Bay and on the Hudson Bay, see what it looks like. And you know, maybe there's some seals out there or something. We'll take a little spin by there. I'll give you a little peek at that, and then the shed should be warm by then, and we'll get over there. Okay. I'm gonna shut all the lights off in here, and let's go over there. Yeah, calm day today. I don't see any seals or anything out there, so let's get over to the shed and dig into those boxes and get everything out. And I got everything out of the boxes. I put it out here, and everything has arrived that I wanted. And of course, I put everything here that I bought from that I bought down south and brought back with me on my trip about 6 weeks ago. That was a great trip. I even met people that watched my channel, so that was pretty cool. Didn't expect that. Bumping into people that watched the channel. It's pretty cool, actually, to put some faces to some of the people that comment. So it was great to meet all of you, that's for sure. And thanks for all the great compliments. It's always fun making the videos for you, and can't wait for the 2019-2020 season coming up. Okay, some of the stuff I got down south at Princess Auto were one of these toques. I thought it was a bit gimmicky, but I bought it anyway. Figured, you know what? That'd be nice, throw it in the sleeping bag. Get up in the middle of the night, you know, tent frame's gonna get cold pretty quick, so throw that on and we'll use the bathroom, whatever. And of course for everything else. So I thought, I'll give it a shot. It was $7, so not too bad. The only thing I wished it was maybe you can plug it into a USB and charge it. I think that'd be a lot better than one of those batteries, that's for sure. And got some bungee cords. These are my go-to bungee cords, these type. So 6 to a bag, and I've picked up a few more of these. I've had these for many years now at my trap line, but now I'm down to, I think, 3 or 4 anyway. A couple of them broke, and I just keep making them shorter as they break. They're great. That's after many years of use, of course, in the cold, -40, and of course you're pulling them over your sleigh, something sharp, and they start to, you know, fray and eventually break. But that's a great bungee cord. That's if you're looking for bungee cords, and of course some good rope. Can't go wrong with that. And I found a new type of pin for putting on my sleighs now. This is one I always have here, but I can never get a good grip on it to pull it off. I'm always banging at the bottom here with a hammer or going to get my axe on my machine. So now I can just pop this in and I have a good handle to pull it out, and especially if I'm stuck and everything's twisted and tight, well, it'd be nice just to pull that. And of course, I'm not going to lose my pin with that chain on there. So I'm going to get some chain for those ones and drill a hole at the top so I don't lose any of my pins. But I always have a lot with me anyway, but it's nice not to be worried about it falling, that's for sure. But that's a great, this is a great pin. So some of the stuff I got from FHA was my fur hangers. So I picked up 3 of these, and I also got some, these are for storing tires, so I thought I'd snag these and they go well together. So it'd be nice just to hang the fur outside on those. And of course they come with 4 in a box, so I'm gonna hang some of my shovels on there and a few other things. Well, I was thinking last year I need something to hang my shovels and a few other things on the wall, but they'll also be good for the hangers for my fur. So got a new machete. Lost mine last year. So I think I'm going to in my new trap and sleigh, I think I will get a wafer screw, drill a little hole, put that in there, and probably put another one here, or just probably through that rivet, take that rivet out and just pop it through there. Wafer screw and then another one here in the middle, and that'll be great right in the sleigh, just like that, and that won't fall out, and plus it'll be easy to find when I need it. So I also picked up some new, or another container of Barnes paste bait, coyote, fox, and wolf. So that's what I use for my traps, and of course Martin Magic, and that's pretty much all I use. Yeah, Martin Magic and the Barnes there. And I want to say thanks to my brother Charlie. He sent me this little skinning knife. I do have one already, Charlie, but this one's going to stay at the tent frame, so it's nice to have a couple there, and don't have to worry about carrying them with me. So this will stay at the tent frame. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. I think he ended up he bought one, and this one came second or half price or something. Something like that anyway. But thank you so much, Charles. Awesome. That's going to go into the tent frame, or stay at the tent frame. So what I really wanted from FHA was fox traps. So now that we're not worried about the cabin anymore, everything's done in there. We can just work on it here and there. Like next year, it's barely anything to do. So my bedroom is nothing. Like I could do that anytime, and same with the storage room. And anything else that has to be done around there. So it's going to be here and there. Not a big pile of work. So I ended up getting more fox traps. I got another dozen of these. That's all I need, because these are going to go probably past every second box. If I put a pile of these out, they take up a lot of time, because I check my traps every 3 days, roughly 2 or 3 days. You have to check these every 72 hours. Any leg holes. So every time you get up to one, most likely they're blown in. It's very seldom that it hasn't blown after 3 days. Just even any wind picking up the snow, and it covers it slowly and it becomes rock hard. So I'm going to put these every second box, and that way I can get those foxes that are always going right past my box, those smart coloreds. So another dozen of those. That's what I really wanted. This is to top off my my traps, and some more wolf traps. I bought these off Dave Vandermeer when I was down south. I went and stayed with him for a night, and he took my fur, and then I also got some stuff off of him. And I picked some stuff up at the meeting in the paw, so some new Martin boards. But these are the legal ones for Manitoba, so it's going to be great to have 6 of these. Now I have, I believe, 10 wolf traps. That's all I need, and plus I use my snares. A lot of that gear will be going out next year now that I have more time to get out there and trap and not worry about my cabin. I really need to get that cabin done, and that's was high priority to get that done and just get it over with. Especially with the shitty year we had last year. It was just brutal. It was so cold and windy and storming all the time. But that's why I chose to do the cabin last year. I was just get it over with. 18 more boards I got for Martin. So that probably topped me off for about 25 boards now or so. And also I got some more Fox boards. So I picked up another 6 Fox boards, so that'll probably be about a dozen now I have. Somewhere around there. And that's it. That is everything I need. That's freaking awesome, man. But the biggest addition, of course, are these traps. I really need these. They're going to go every second 330 box or 220 box, whatever I'm using on that run. And these will be in between every second box. And that way those smart reds will not get in the way no more. Or colored foxes, but mainly they're reds that are always doing that. These freaking things are smart as wolves sometimes. Of course, you catch a few of them, all the dummies. Not too many. A couple of years I've caught quite a bit of them, but I don't know what happened. But now they just look at the box and literally they shit right on top of the box and keep going. They've done that a couple times. But I should get going. I'm going to go get some a few things off my old Comatic for my new trap and sleigh here. Once this build is done, we'll be sharing that with you. But I got to get a couple plates off of it to go on the front for the hitch. I got to get some more paint on this, and I also got to paint the plates. So I got my tools ready to go get that stuff off. And I don't have my drill here. Yeah, I think I do have a drill somewhere here. Oh, there it is. And I'll take my drill because I have to get those get the runners off, and hopefully I can get those screws out of that Comatic and get that off. Okay, thanks for stopping by, guys. Like I said, it's been a while, and we'll get this other video out as soon as the sleigh's done in a few weeks, or maybe after holidays, something like that. And by that time, I hope the river has decided to break up and get lost. So it'll be nice to get the boat out. Okay, take it easy, and we'll see you on the next one.